I'm now joined by our NFL insider, Connor Hughes. And Connor, the preseason is officially over. Jets-Giants wrapped it up. The Jets got the win. But let's talk about the Jets first, and let's talk about the Jets offense particularly. Are you concerned at all the way they looked?
A little bit, yeah, because, look, I mean, the Jets kind of took a not an unorthodox approach to the offseason, but when it came to training camp, or preseason games, I should say, not training camp, you saw the starters for a brief moment, but not all the starters in that opener against the Eagles. Then they didn't play at all against the Falcons. And then this game against the Giants was supposed to be their dress rehearsal. This was the one that was supposed to be the final tune-up, set that momentum to head into the regular season with confidence, knowing the offense is working. And instead, what we got was not really effective football. I mean, they played 4 possessions. They had 2 turnovers, a punt, and kicked 1 field goal. And one of those drives started deep inside Giants territory after the Michael Carter interception. And, you know, look, preseason struggles aren't overly concerning generally. I mean, you sometimes have hiccups. It's rust you got to knock off. But when you think about it, the Giants did not play their starters. So this was the Jets' A team, the Jets' varsity, against the Giants' second and third stringers. In fact, the Giants played just 3 starters on defense, and 2 of them were their linebackers, and the Jets still were not able to get into this end zone. So that's
Were you concerned, though, about the Jets' offensive line? Does it all start with the offensive line? This is the first time the 5 starters played together.
Yeah, I know. Robert Saleh made reference to that. Joe Flacco talked about how they weren't able to establish a run. I'm sure that continuity and stuff was a concern, but really for me, it was just the offense as a whole. Michael Carter had a fumble that just can't happen. Joe Flacco, the 37-year-old, 15-year veteran, had an interception that he threw right to the linebacker. I mean, this was just a top-to-bottom, not really awe-inspiring, impressive, momentum-building performance from the Jets offense. I mean, we started this game, and I remember thinking they're looking at it and saying, like, oh, 4.5-point spread, and the Jets are playing their starters, right? Like, Jets.
And the Giants are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the Jets should have put up 21 points on their 3 series. The Jets were going to go down the field on the first series, score a touchdown, and the offense comes out. And instead, you really didn't see anything that makes you think, like, this offense is ready to really get going towards the regular season. If anything, it did raise those concerns. So sound the alarms, no, but this is definitely not what you wanted to see from the Jets offense here today. Defensively, yes, but not offensively.
All right, well, let's talk about a guy on offense that kind of had a great game.
Yeah.
Denzel Mims, a guy who requested a trade and came out and showed up.
Yeah, he did. And now I know we talked to Denzel after the game, and we did ask him, you know, does this change your opinion on the Jets? Do you hate the Jets? Why you want to trade? And a lot of his answers referred to his agent. He did say, you know, he respects Robert Saleh. He did say that he loves the Jets organization and he's enjoyed his time here. I think what I came away with, and now, although when he was asked this directly, he did say to ask his agent, so he didn't answer this question directly. But if you read between the lines on everything that Denzel Mims said, he doesn't want to be traded from the Jets because he hates the Jets. He doesn't want to be traded from the Jets because he hates Joe Douglas or Mike LaFleur or Robert Saleh. He wants to start, and he wants an opportunity to start, and that's clearly not going to happen here with the Jets, so trade him to a place where he's going to get that chance to start. Now, does that place exist? I don't necessarily know, but that's what Denzel wants.
All right, we just talked about a Jets receiver. Let's talk about a Giants receiver, Kenny Golladay.
Yeah, so that one is a little bit concerning because, like we said, the Giants did rest all of their starters. I mean, they did not play their starting offensive line. They didn't play their starting defensive line. They had 2 starting linebackers, like we said, 1 corner. They played their backups. This was clearly their, we're done playing today, let's focus on the regular season, basically how the Jets approached their second preseason game. But the one notable starter who was out there was Kenny Golladay, and that is usually a red flag highlight. Now, when it comes to potential cuts, I mean, that Brian Dable was asked that by the reporters. I was over in the Jets, the locker room, but the Giants reporters asked Brian Dable about this. He said it's an open competition, that they're going to have tough decisions to make, yada, yada, yada. So he didn't exactly guarantee Golladay is going to be on the roster. He didn't exactly say he's not. He didn't say he's on the bubble, but I think the fact that he was playing in this game was noteworthy. And though he did say that, you know, the healthy receivers played, all the healthy receivers played, it was still very, very noteworthy that Kenny Golladay was in this game for the Giants and playing when all the other starters were resting. That's a little surprising. And again, it's going to be very tough to move on from him because of that contract. But what we've seen throughout training camp, what we've seen through the preseason, what you've read between the lines of the Giants coaching staff when they've talked about their offense, Kenny Golladay doesn't really fit with what they're looking for. And him playing today, I mean, maybe much ado about nothing, but I'd circle that one.
As far as our backup quarter, Tyrod Taylor, he went out, but Coach said, Dable said, looks good. Right?
Yeah.
Not too concerned.
No, Michael Clemens, I mean, it was like
textbook tackle, though.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just confirmed what we've been saying, which is like, don't mess with Michael Clemens. Well, we Tyrod Taylor learned that pretty clearly today, but it did. It looks like it was a back injury. It looks like he avoided any major concerns. Giants aren't worried about it. So the backup quarterback for Daniel Jones is going to be okay.
All I know, Connor, is that we made it. Next time we're on this football
Yeah,
field,
it'll count.
will be a real regular season
Crazy. Week
game.
1 against the Ravens. Here we go.
All right. For Connor Hughes, I'm Janae Coakley. I almost forgot what I was going to say. I'm so excited.